Imagine running a business where customers don't just buy your product, they rave about it, share it with friends, and keep coming back for more. What if the secret to this success isn't a bigger budget or a fancier product, but understanding the human mind? People make decisions based on emotions, perceptions, and hidden biases, not just logic. As an entrepreneur, tapping into these psychological triggers can transform your business from ordinary to extraordinary. This video is your guide to mastering the art of human behavior to create a thriving enterprise. We're diving deep into a treasure trove of psychological strategies, each one designed to help you connect with customers, stand out in a crowded market, and build a brand that people love. Inspired by the brilliant insights of Rory Sutherland's book Alchemy, we'll explore how small tweaks in how you present your business can lead to massive results. From making waiting feel shorter to turning a purchase into an unforgettable experience, these strategies are rooted in how people think and feel. Why does this matter? Because in today's world, competition is fierce. Whether you're selling coffee, software, or consulting services, you're not just competing on price or quality, you're competing for attention and loyalty. Understanding psychology gives you an edge. For example, a simple change in wording on your website can boost sales, or a clever tweak in your store's atmosphere can make customers stay longer. We've scoured the latest insights from behavioral science, marketing experts, and real-world business success stories to bring you practical, actionable tips. This isn't about tricking people, it's about creating value that feels meaningful to your customers. In this video, we'll cover a series of powerful principles, each one a tool to help you craft a business that resonates deeply with your audience. You'll learn how to shape perceptions, make your product feel irresistible, and even turn mundane moments into memorable ones. Whether you're a startup founder, a small business owner, or a seasoned entrepreneur, these ideas will help you rethink how you approach your customers. Get ready to take notes, because by the end of this video, you'll have a playbook for building a business that doesn't just succeed, it dominates. Let's dive into the first two psychological secrets to set your business apart. Principle 1. Shape perceptions to create value. The way people perceive your business often matters more than the reality of what you offer. Customers don't buy products, they buy feelings, stories, and status. A bottle of wine priced at $100 feels special, even if it tastes similar to a $20 bottle, because it's priced. This isn't about deception, it's about crafting an experience that aligns with what customers value. For instance, a small coffee shop can compete with big chains by emphasizing its local roots. By telling customers the beans come from a nearby farm, or that the barista handcrafts each latte, the shop creates a sense of authenticity that makes the coffee feel more valuable. This perception of care and uniqueness can turn a $3 latte into a $5 must-have. Consider the hospitality industry. Boutique hotels often charge more than chain hotels, even with fewer amenities. Why? They focus on curated experiences. Think handwritten welcome notes, locally sourced toiletries, or Instagram-worthy decor. These touches make guests feel special, justifying higher prices. You can apply this to any business. If you run an online store, upgrade your packaging with a thank you card or eco-friendly materials. A clothing brand could include a booklet about the artisans who made the garments, turning a simple shirt into a story of craftsmanship. The key is to identify what your customers care about: status, sustainability, or personalization, and amplify those elements in your branding. A real-world example is the jewelry brand Pandora. Their charm bracelets aren't just metal and beads. They're sold as personalized keepsakes that tell a customer's life story. Each charm represents a memory, a vacation, a milestone, or a loved one. This storytelling makes customers willing to pay a premium, even though the materials aren't inherently expensive. Another case is the wine industry, where blind taste tests often show people can't distinguish between cheap and expensive wines, yet they'll pay more for a bottle with a fancy label or a compelling backstory. The lesson? Invest in the narrative around your product. A fitness app could market itself as a journey to confidence, not just a workout tool, making users feel they're buying transformation, not just exercise plans. To implement this, audit your business. How do customers perceive your product right now? If you're a consultant, are you just selling advice, or are you offering peace of mind for business owners? Reframe your marketing to highlight emotional benefits. Use visuals, words, and experiences that elevate your product's perceived value. A 2011 study by Cornell University found that diners rated the same meal higher when it was presented with a fancy description, like heritage breed pork versus pork chop. Small changes in wording or presentation can make your offering feel like a luxury, driving sales and loyalty. Principle 2. Transform time into an experience. Time is one of the most valuable currencies in business, but it's not just about speed, it's about how time feels. Customers hate waiting, but a boring wait feels longer than a pleasant one. Instead of obsessing over cutting seconds off delivery or service times, focus on making those moments enjoyable. A restaurant that hands out free samples of a new dessert while customers wait for a table turns a delay into a treat. Suddenly, the wait isn't a chore, it's part of the experience. This principle is about reframing time so customers perceive it as valuable, not wasted. Take airports, for example. Long security lines are a universal frustration, but some airports have turned this into an opportunity. Singapore's Changi Airport offers free foot massage machines and interactive art installations in waiting areas, making time pass quickly. Travelers don't just tolerate the wait, they enjoy it. You can do this in your business, no matter the scale. A dentist's office could offer a cozy waiting room with free coffee, magazines, or a tablet loaded with games. An e-commerce site could show a fun progress bar during checkout, with quirky messages like, "Your order is doing a happy dance," to keep customers engaged. This idea shines in retail. Grocery stores like Trader Joe's train staff to chat with customers in line, sharing product tips or jokes, which makes the wait feel shorter. Compare this to a typical checkout where customers stare at their phones, annoyed. Another example is theme parks. Disney doesn't just make you stand in line for rides. They create immersive queues with themed decorations, videos, and interactive elements. A 2-hour wait for a roller coaster feels like part of the adventure because you're entertained. You can mimic this by adding small touches. A car repair shop could offer a live video feed of mechanics working on cars, so customers feel involved instead of bored. The psychology behind this is rooted in how humans process time. When we're engaged, our brains don't clock every second. A 2007 study in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people overestimate wait times when they're idle, but underestimate them when distracted by pleasant stimuli. Apply this by brainstorming ways to fill dead time in your business. If you run a subscription box service, include a mini-game or quiz in the delivery email to entertain customers while they wait for their package. A hair salon could play upbeat music or offer a quick scalp massage during a wait, turning a delay into a perk. The goal is to make every moment a customer spends with your business feel intentional and enjoyable, not just a means to an end. Principle 3. Eliminate uncertainty to build trust. One of the most powerful ways to win over customers is to make them feel in control. Humans crave certainty, and uncertainty breeds anxiety, which can push people away from your business. When a customer knows exactly what to expect, they're more likely to trust you and choose your product or service. Think about ordering food delivery. A restaurant that provides a vague delivery window of 2 hours frustrates customers who are left wondering when their meal will arrive. In contrast, a service that sends real-time updates showing the driver's location and an estimated arrival time feels reliable, even if the delivery takes the same amount of time. This principle is about reducing the unknown to create confidence in your brand. Consider the travel industry. Booking a vacation can be stressful because of uncertainties around flights, hotels, or itinerary changes. Companies like Expedia have tackled this by offering transparent cancellation policies, detailed hotel reviews, and flight tracking features. These tools give travelers a sense of control, making them more likely to book. You can apply this to your business no matter its size. If you run a fitness studio, send clients a confirmation email with their class time, instructor name, and what to bring, so they feel prepared. An online retailer could include a clear return policy on every product page, reassuring customers before they buy. These small steps eliminate doubts that might stop a sale. A great example is the software industry. Companies like Slack or Trello provide onboarding tutorials and progress trackers when users sign up, guiding them through the platform step by step. This reduces the fear of, "Will I know how to use this?" and encourages adoption. Another case is in healthcare. Patients often feel anxious about medical appointments due to unclear wait times or procedures. Some clinics now use apps to send reminders. explain what to expect during a visit, and update wait times in real time. This transparency turns a stressful experience into a manageable one. You can do something similar. A catering business could send clients a detailed timeline of when food will be prepared, delivered, and served, easing worries about event planning. The psychology here is tied to our need for predictability. When we're unsure, our brains amplify the negative, making small delays or unknowns feel like deal breakers. A 2010 study in the Journal of Service Research found that customers are more satisfied with a service when they're informed about delays, even if the wait isn't shorter, because certainty reduces stress. To implement this, map out your customer journey and identify moments of uncertainty. Maybe it's unclear how long a repair will take at your auto shop, or what happens after someone signs up for your newsletter. Address these with clear communication. Think status updates, FAQs, or visual trackers. A tutoring service could send parents a weekly progress report, showing what their child learned, so they never wonder if the lessons are working. By making the process transparent, you build trust that keeps customers coming back. Principle 4. Reframe context to amplify value. The value of your product isn't fixed. It depends on how and where you present it. The same item can feel like a bargain or a ripoff based on its context. A $50 scarf seems pricey at a discount store, but like a steal at a high-end boutique surrounded by $1,000 coats. This principle is about strategically positioning your product to make it feel more desirable without changing the product itself. By placing your offering in the right environment or alongside the right comparisons, you can make customers see it as a must-have. Take the real estate market. A house listed at $200,000 might seem expensive in a small town, but like a deal in a bustling city where similar homes cost twice as much. Realtors often show clients a pricier, less appealing house first, so the target property feels like a better value by comparison. You can use this tactic in your business. A graphic designer could offer 3 pricing tiers: a basic package, a premium one, and an ultra-premium one. Most clients will choose the middle option, which feels reasonable compared to the high-end plan, even if it's more than they initially planned to spend. This anchoring effect makes your main offering shine. In the food industry, context is everything. Craft beer brands thrive by positioning their drinks as artisanal experiences, not just alcohol. A $10 pint feels worth it when served in a trendy taproom with rustic decor and a menu describing the beer's unique brewing process. Compare that to a similar beer in a plain can at a gas station. It feels overpriced. You can replicate this. A candle maker could sell their products at a local farmer's market alongside gourmet foods and handmade jewelry, where customers expect premium prices, instead of a general retail store. A tutoring service could host sessions in a sleek, professional office, making parents feel their child is getting elite education, not just homework help. This principle draws on how our brains evaluate worth relative to surroundings. A classic example is Apple's retail stores. Their minimalist design, spacious layouts, and hands-on product displays make a $1,000 phone feel like a piece of art, not just a gadget. Contrast this with a crowded electronics store where the same phone might blend into the chaos. To apply this, think about where and how your product is seen. If you're a photographer, display your work at upscale events or galleries, not just online, to signal quality. A bakery could pair its cupcakes with premium coffee brands, making the treats feel like part of a luxury experience. Experiment with context. Try selling at different venues, tweaking your website's design, or bundling your product with high-value items. By framing your offering in a way that highlights its worth, you make customers eager to buy. Principle 5. Amplify your strengths. Through storytelling. Your business might have an amazing product or service, but if customers don't know about it, you're leaving money on the table. People don't just buy features, they buy stories that make those features meaningful. Telling a compelling story about your strengths can turn a good product into a great one, creating an emotional connection that drives loyalty. For example, a small bakery could highlight that its bread is made using a recipe passed down through 3 generations, giving customers a sense of tradition and care. This story makes the bread more than just food. It's a piece of history. The key is to identify what makes your business unique and weave it into a narrative that resonates with your audience. In the fashion industry, storytelling is a game changer. Brands like Patagonia don't just sell jackets, they sell a commitment to environmental sustainability. Their marketing highlights how each purchase supports conservation efforts, making customers feel like they're part of a movement. This narrative has turned Patagonia into a beloved brand, even with premium prices. You can do this too. If you run a tech startup, share the story of why you founded the company. Maybe you solved a problem that frustrated you for years. A pet store could emphasize that its products are tested by the owner's own dogs, adding a personal touch. These stories make your business memorable and give customers a reason to choose you over competitors. Another example is the craft beverage market. Small distilleries often market their whiskey or gin by describing the local ingredients, the artisan process, or the quirky history of their founder. A distillery might say its water comes from a pristine mountain spring, or that its barrels are aged in a century-old barn. These details don't change the taste, but they make the drink feel special, justifying a higher price. You can apply this to any industry. A freelance writer could share a blog post about how their love for storytelling started in childhood, making clients feel their hiring passion, not just words. A yoga studio could talk about how its classes are inspired by the owner. Travels to India, adding depth to the experience. The psychology behind this is simple. Stories stick in our minds far better than facts. Our brains are wired to remember narratives, which is why you can recall a movie plot but forget a list of product specs. To implement this, pinpoint your business's strengths. Maybe it's your attention to detail, your community involvement, or your innovative approach. Then, craft a story around it. Share it on your website, social media, or product packaging. A catering company could include a card with each order, explaining how the chef's grandmother inspired the menu. A 2013 study in the Journal of Marketing found that consumers are more likely to buy products with a narrative that aligns with their values, like sustainability or authenticity. By amplifying your strengths through storytelling, you make your business unforgettable, turning casual customers into lifelong fans. Principle 6. Small tweaks for big wins. Sometimes, the smallest changes in your business can lead to the biggest results. You don't always need a massive overhaul to boost sales or customer satisfaction. Tiny, thoughtful adjustments can shift how people perceive and interact with your brand. For instance, a cafe that changes its menu font from plain to handwritten style can make the offerings feel more artisanal, encouraging customers to spend more. This principle is about experimenting with minor tweaks that tap into human psychology, creating outsized impacts without breaking the bank. Look at the restaurant industry. Many eateries have found that renaming a dish, like calling a burger the Farmhouse Feast instead of Beef Burger, increases orders because it sounds more appealing. Similarly, adjusting portion sizes slightly, like offering a taster option, can attract cautious customers who later upgrade to full-size meals. You can try this in your business. An online course creator could change a button from Enroll Now to Start Your Journey, making it feel less transactional and more inviting. A florist could add a single free flower to every bouquet, creating a moment of delight that customers share on social media. These small shifts don't cost much, but can significantly boost engagement. In the tech world, this principle is everywhere. Companies like Netflix test tiny changes, like tweaking the thumbnail image for a show, to see which version gets more clicks. A brighter color or a different character's face can increase viewership by thousands. Another example is email marketing. Changing a subject line from "Don't miss our sale" to "Your exclusive discount awaits" can double open rates because it feels personal. You can experiment similarly. A gym could place a chalkboard at the entrance with a daily motivational quote, making members feel inspired as they walk in. A bookstore could rearrange its display to feature staff pics with handwritten notes, drawing more browsers to buy. The psychology behind this is rooted in how humans respond to novelty and attention to detail. Small changes signal care and creativity, which customers notice subconsciously. A 2008 study in the Journal of Consumer Psychology showed that subtle design changes, like a more appealing product layout, can increase purchase intent by making the brand seem higher quality. To apply this, start with one area of your business, your website, store layout, or customer emails, and test a small tweak. Track the results, like click-through rates or sales, to see what works. A cleaning service could add a scented candle to its post-cleaning checklist, leaving home smelling fresh and earning rave reviews. A photographer could send clients a single edited photo as a sneak peek, building excitement for the full album. By focusing on small, strategic adjustments, you can unlock big wins that set your business apart in a crowded market. Principle 7. Break conventions to stand out. In a world where businesses often follow the same playbook, Doing the opposite of what's expected can make your brand unforgettable. Customers are drawn to surprises, and breaking conventions, those unspoken rules everyone else follows, can turn your business into a conversation starter. For example, a gym could offer a no-sweat class focused on mindfulness and stretching, defying the stereotype that fitness must be intense. This unexpected twist attracts people who might avoid traditional gyms, setting your business apart. The key is to identify norms in your industry and creatively challenge them, creating a unique identity that customers can't ignore. Consider the beverage industry. Most energy drinks market themselves as bold and extreme, targeting young, athletic men. Monster and Rockstar lean into this with loud branding and high caffeine formulas. Then came Liquid Death, a brand selling canned water with a heavy metal aesthetic, marketed like a beer or energy drink. Their tagline, "Murder your thirst," and skull-covered cans break every rule of how water is typically sold: clean, pure, and calming. This unconventional approach has made Liquid Death a viral sensation, appealing to people who want something edgy, even if it's just water. You can apply this mindset. A tutoring service could offer midnight study sessions for night owls, defying the usual daytime schedule. A pet grooming salon could host bark and brew events, combining dog pampering with coffee tastings for owners, making the experience fun and unexpected. In retail, breaking conventions can be a game changer. Most bookstores are quiet, serious spaces, but the last bookstore in Los Angeles turned shopping into an adventure. With tunnels made of books, quirky art installations, and a haunted vibe, it's a destination, not just a store. Customers visit for the experience, not just to buy. You can experiment similarly. A bakery could sell mystery muffins where customers don't know the flavor until they bite, adding an element of surprise. A consulting firm could replace stuffy reports with interactive workshops, making clients feel energized rather than bored. The psychology here is tied to novelty. Our brains are wired to notice and remember things that deviate from the norm. By breaking conventions, you create a memorable impression that sparks word-of-mouth marketing. To implement this, list 3 rules in your industry, like coffee shops must have cozy seating or software must be user-friendly, and brainstorm ways to flip them. A car wash could offer a retro drive-in theme with 1950s music and waiters on roller skates, turning a mundane service into a nostalgic event. Dare to be different, and customers will take notice. Principle 8. Ask unconventional questions to uncover insights. Sometimes the most powerful solutions come from asking questions that seem too simple or even silly. These unconventional questions, ones your competitors are too afraid to ask, can reveal hidden customer needs and spark breakthrough ideas. For instance, a restaurant might ask, "Why do people eat dessert?" The obvious answer is for taste, but digging deeper might reveal that some customers want a sweet treat to celebrate or feel comforted. This could lead to offering celebration sundaes with sparklers or comfort-themed desserts, tapping into emotions other restaurants miss. The goal is to challenge assumptions and uncover what customers truly value, even if they don't say it outright. In the tech industry, asking unconventional questions has driven innovation. When Airbnb started, the founders didn't just ask, "How can we make hotel bookings easier?" Instead, they asked, "What if people could rent out their homes like hotels?" This seemingly odd question led to a platform that disrupted the travel industry. You can do this in your business. A florist might ask, "Why do people buy flowers?" Beyond gifts, some customers might want to brighten their own homes. This could inspire a subscription service for weekly self-care bouquets. A fitness coach could ask, "What stops people from exercising?" Beyond time, it might be intimidation, leading to beginner-friendly, no-judgment classes. These questions open new revenue streams by addressing unmet needs. Another example is the education sector. Traditional schools assume students attend to learn skills, but what if the real motivation is social connection or confidence? Some coding boot camps now emphasize community, hosting hackathons and networking events to make learning feel like joining a club. This attracts students who might skip a standard course. You can apply this by questioning your customers' motivations. A pet store owner might ask, "Why do people buy pet toys?" The answer might include, "To bond with their pets," leading to in-store playdate events where owners and pets interact. A 2015 study in the Harvard Business Review noted that companies encouraging naive questions from employees often uncover innovative solutions, as these questions challenge groupthink. To implement this, hold a brainstorming session with your team or customers. Ask questions like, what's the strangest reason someone might use our product? Or, what do customers hate about our industry? A cleaning service might discover clients want eco-friendly products, leading to a green cleaning package. A photographer could ask, what do clients really want from photos? And find it's not just images but memories, inspiring a package with printed albums. By asking unconventional questions, you unlock insights that give your business a competitive edge, making customers feel seen and understood. Principle 9, design for specific audiences. Not everyone trying to appeal to everyone often leads to appealing to no one. Customers have unique needs, preferences, and identities. Designing your product or service for a specific group can create a loyal following that spreads the word. Instead of chasing a generic average customer, focus on a niche audience and tailor your offering to their desires. For example, a meal delivery service could target busy single parents, offering quick, kid-friendly recipes with pre-portioned ingredients. By solving their specific pain points, time constraints, and picky eaters, the service becomes a must-have for that group, even if it doesn't appeal to everyone. The goal is to make your customers feel like your business was made just for them. In the beauty industry, this principle has fueled success. Brands like Fenty Beauty, launched by Rihanna, didn't try to cater to a broad market. Instead, they focused on inclusivity, offering foundation shades for a wide range of skin tones, especially underserved darker and deeper complexions. This targeted approach resonated deeply with customers who felt ignored by mainstream brands, turning Fenty into a cultural phenomenon. You can apply this to your business. A bike shop could specialize in adaptive bicycles for people with disabilities, offering custom fittings and expert advice. A language school could create courses for expatriates with lessons on local slang and cultural etiquette, making them feel at home. These niche offerings build passionate communities that drive growth through referrals. Another example is the gaming industry. While many video game companies aim for mass appeal, some succeed by targeting specific players. Games like Stardew Valley focus on fans of relaxing, farming-style gameplay, offering a cozy escape from high-intensity shooters. This niche focus has made it a cult favorite, with millions of downloads. You can do the same. A coffee shop could cater to remote workers, offering quiet workspaces, fast Wi-Fi, and loyalty discounts for laptop users. A jewelry designer could focus on eco-conscious buyers, using recycled metals and donating to environmental causes. The psychology here is about belonging. People are drawn to brands that reflect their identity or values. A 2017 study in the Journal of Consumer Research found that consumers are more loyal to brands that align with their specific lifestyles or beliefs, even if the product isn't the cheapest. To implement this, identify a group your business could serve uniquely, maybe new parents, retirees, or hobbyists. Survey them to learn their needs, then tailor your product, marketing, or service. A pet store could offer training classes for first-time dog owners, addressing their anxiety about puppy care. By designing for a specific audience, you create a brand that feels personal and indispensable, fueling organic growth. Principle 10. Harness emotions to drive. Decisions logic alone doesn't sell. Emotions do. Customers make choices based on how a product or service makes them feel, whether it's excitement, nostalgia, or security. By tapping into these emotions, you can create a deeper connection that turns one-time buyers into lifelong advocates. For instance, a travel agency could market a vacation package as the adventure you'll tell your grandkids about, evoking a sense of legacy and joy, rather than just listing itinerary details. This emotional hook makes the trip feel like a life-changing experience, not just a getaway. The challenge is to understand which emotions resonate with your customers and weave them into every touchpoint of your business. In the nonprofit sector, emotional appeals are critical. Charities like the ASPCA use heart-wrenching images of animals in need, paired with stories of rescue and recovery to inspire donations. These campaigns don't focus on statistics about animal welfare. They focus on making donors feel compassion and hope. You can apply this in for-profit businesses too. A furniture store could market a dining table as where family memories are made, conjuring images of holiday gatherings, rather than emphasizing wood type or dimensions. A music school could promote lessons as unlocking your child's confidence, appealing to parents' desire to see their kids thrive. These emotional angles make your offering irresistible. In the food industry, emotions drive blockbuster successes. Ben & Jerry's ice cream isn't just about flavor, it's about fun, activism, and community. Their quirky names like Cherry Garcia and campaigns supporting social justice evoke joy and purpose, making customers feel they're part of something bigger. You can emulate this. A candle shop could sell scents tied to emotions, like cozy evening glow for relaxation or morning zest for energy, rather than just describing fragrances. A car dealership could share customer stories of first road trips, tapping into freedom and adventure instead of focusing on mileage. The psychology behind this is rooted in how emotions shape memory and decision-making. Our brains prioritize feelings over facts. To implement this, identify the core emotion your product evokes. Is it joy for a toy store, trust for a financial advisor, or excitement for a fitness brand? Then, infuse that emotion into your marketing, packaging, and customer interactions. A daycare could send parents daily photos of their kids smiling, reinforcing peace of mind. A bakery could offer a smile guarantee, promising to remake any order that doesn't delight. By harnessing emotions, you create a brand that customers don't just buy from, they love. Principle 11, create rituals to foster loyalty. Customers don't just want products, they want experiences that feel personal and meaningful. By creating rituals around your business, you turn routine interactions into memorable moments that keep customers coming back. A ritual is a consistent, intentional act that makes your brand feel like a part of someone's life. For example, a tea shop could offer a moment of calm ritual, where customers are invited to pause and savor their first sip in a beautifully designed cup, perhaps with a short note encouraging mindfulness. This small act transforms drinking tea into a special routine, building a deeper connection with the brand. The goal is to make your customers feel like they're participating in something unique, fostering loyalty that competitors can't replicate. In the hospitality industry, rituals are a powerful tool. High-end hotels often greet guests with a signature welcome drink, like a chilled herbal infusion or a local cocktail, creating a sense of arrival that feels exclusive. This small gesture makes guests feel valued and sets the tone for their stay. You can create rituals in your business, no matter the scale. A barbershop could offer a hot towel wrap at the end of each haircut, turning a standard service into a pampering experience. An online bookstore could send a monthly Reader's Challenge email, encouraging customers to share their thoughts on a featured book, creating a sense of community. These rituals make customers feel like insiders, strengthening their bond with your brand. Another example is the fitness industry. Yoga studios often begin classes with a brief meditation or intention-setting moment, which becomes a ritual that members look forward to. This consistency makes attendees feel grounded and connected, even if the poses vary. You can apply this to your business. A craft store could host a weekly Maker's Hour, where customers drop in to try a new project, building a habit of visiting. A meal prep service could include recipe cards with a family dinner question to spark conversation, turning meals into a nightly tradition. The psychology behind rituals is tied to habit formation. Repeating a meaningful act creates emotional attachment. A 2016 study in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that rituals, even simple ones, increase customer satisfaction by making experiences feel more significant. To implement this, think about a touch point in your customer journey. Ordering, delivery, or service, and add a small, repeatable act. A dog trainer could give each client a Paw Site of Progress journal to track their pet's milestones, making training feel ceremonial. A cafe could offer a loyalty card that comes with a free ceremonial coffee after 10 purchases, served in a special mug. By creating rituals, you make your business a cherished part of your customers' lives, driving repeat business and word-of-mouth buzz. Principle 12. Surprise and delight to visit. Advocates. Unexpected moments of joy can turn customers into raving fans who spread the word about your business. Surprising and delighting customers with small, thoughtful gestures creates a sense of goodwill that's worth more than any ad campaign. For instance, a boutique clothing store could slip a handwritten thank you note and a small accessory, like a hair clip, into every purchase. This unexpected gift makes customers feel appreciated and eager to share their experience online or with friends. The key is to go beyond expectations in a way that feels genuine, creating memorable moments that customers associate with your brand. In the e-commerce world, this principle shines. Companies like Zappos are famous for randomly upgrading customers to overnight shipping, or including free socks in orders, sparking delight that leads to glowing reviews. These surprises don't need to be expensive, just thoughtful. You can apply this to your business. A bakery could occasionally include a free cookie with a customer's order, labeled "a sweet surprise just for you." A graphic designer could send clients a bonus social media graphic alongside their main project, showing extra care. These gestures make customers feel special, encouraging them to return and recommend you. In the entertainment industry, surprise is a powerful tool. Music festivals sometimes offer pop-up performances by lesser-known artists in unexpected locations, like a food court or a parking lot, thrilling attendees who stumble upon them. This creates stories that fans share for years. You can create similar moments. A car wash could randomly offer a free wax to one customer a day, announced with a cheerful sign. A tutoring center could surprise parents with a short video of their child's progress, sent as a proud moment gift. The psychology here is rooted in the power of positive surprises. Our brains release dopamine when we encounter unexpected rewards, making the experience stick. To implement this, brainstorm low-cost ways to surprise customers at different stages: purchase, delivery, or follow-up. Subscription box service could include a mystery item once a quarter, sparking excitement. A dentist could give kids a small toy after a visit, turning a dreaded appointment into a fun one. Track the impact through customer feedback or social media mentions to refine your approach. By surprising and delighting, you create advocates who don't just buy. They evangelize your brand, driving growth through their enthusiasm. Principle 13. Frame choices to highlight gains. People are more motivated to avoid losses than to chase gains. But you can use this quirk of human psychology to your advantage by framing your offerings in terms of what customers stand to gain. Instead of emphasizing what customers might miss out on, highlight the positive outcomes they'll enjoy by choosing your business. For example, a solar panel company could market its service as unlocking decades of energy savings for your home, rather than don't pay high utility bills forever. This positive framing makes the purchase feel like a step toward a better future, not just a way to avoid a problem. The goal is to present your product or service as an opportunity for growth, joy, or success, making it irresistible to customers. In the financial services industry, framing is critical. Many investment apps don't focus on the risk of losing money, but instead highlight the potential for building wealth. Apps like Acorns frame their service as growing your future with every dollar you spend, tying small investments to big dreams like buying a home or retiring early. This positive spin makes users feel empowered rather than fearful. You can apply this to your business. A language school could promote classes as opening doors to new cultures and careers, instead of don't get left behind in a global world. A landscaping company could pitch its services as creating your dream backyard oasis rather than fixing your overgrown lawn. These frames focus on the exciting possibilities, making customers eager to act. Another example is the wellness industry. Meditation apps like Headspace don't sell their subscriptions by warning about stress. They promise a calmer, happier you in just 10 minutes a day. This gain-focused framing makes the app feel like a gift to oneself, not a chore. You can do this too. A catering business could frame its offerings as bringing your event to life with unforgettable flavors instead of avoid a boring party. A photography studio could market sessions as capturing your family's joy forever rather than don't miss this moment. The psychology behind this is rooted in prospect theory, which shows people respond more strongly to framed gains than losses, even when the outcome is the same. To implement this, review your marketing materials, website, ads, or emails, and rewrite any negative or fear-based language. A gym could shift from stop feeling sluggish to discover your strongest self. A pet grooming service could say, give your dog a day of pampering instead of keep your pet clean. Test these changes and track customer responses, like signups or inquiries, to see the impact. By framing choices as gains, you make your business feel like an opportunity customers can't wait to seize, driving sales and engagement. Principle 14. Use scarcity to spark action. Nothing motivates people to act faster than the fear of missing out. By introducing scarcity, making your product or service feel limited in availability, you can create urgency that pushes customers to buy now rather than later. For example, a pottery studio could offer a limited edition set of handcrafted mugs, available only for one weekend. This scarcity makes the mugs feel exclusive, prompting customers to purchase before they're gone. The key is to use scarcity authentically, ensuring it feels natural to your brand, so customers trust the urgency and don't feel manipulated. In the fashion industry, scarcity is a proven tactic. Brands like Supreme release small batches of clothing, often selling out in minutes, which creates a frenzy among fans who want to own something rare. This exclusivity turns their products into status symbols, driving demand even at high prices. You can apply this in your business without being a global brand. A bakery could offer a seasonal pie, available only during the fall, encouraging customers to order before it's gone. A fitness coach could limit spots in a group training program to only 10 clients per session, making it feel elite. These tactics create a sense of urgency that overcomes hesitation, turning browsers into buyers. In the travel industry, scarcity works wonders. Booking platforms like Kayak or Booking.com often display messages like, "Only 2 rooms left at this price," or "5 people are viewing this deal." These cues push travelers to book quickly, fearing they'll miss out. You can replicate this. A wedding planner could offer a first 5 bookings discount for next year's season, creating a rush to secure spots. A craft workshop could promote a class as last chance this month, driving registrations. The psychology here is tied to our aversion to loss. Missing out on something limited feels worse than never having it at all. A 2014 study in the Journal of Marketing Research found that scarcity increases perceived value and purchase intent, especially when the product feels desirable. To implement this, identify an aspect of your business you can make scarce: seats, products, or time slots. A restaurant could offer a chef's table experience for only 4 diners a night, making it a hot ticket. A software company could release a Founders Edition license for its app, available to the first 100 users. Ensure scarcity is genuine to maintain trust, and communicate it clearly in your marketing. By using scarcity, you create a sense of exclusivity that motivates customers to act swiftly, boosting sales and excitement around your brand. Leverage social proof to build credibility. People are more likely to trust and choose your business if they see others doing the same. Social proof, the idea that we follow the crowd, can transform a hesitant customer into a confident buyer by showing that your product or service is popular and reliable. For example, a small ice cream shop could display a chalkboard with over 500 scoops served this week to signal that it's a local favorite, encouraging new customers to try it. The goal is to showcase evidence of your success, whether through testimonials, reviews, or visible popularity, to make customers feel secure in their decision to choose you. In the online retail world, social proof is a cornerstone of success. Websites like Amazon prominently feature customer reviews and star ratings, often with thousands of comments on a single product. This reassures shoppers that others have tested and loved the item, reducing the risk of a bad purchase. You can apply this to your business, even if you're just starting out. A freelance web designer could include a testimonials page on their site, featuring quotes from past clients about how the new website boosted their sales. A yoga studio could post photos of packed classes on social media, captioned "Join our thriving community" to show demand. These signals make your business feel established and trustworthy, even if you're small. Another example is the restaurant industry. Many eateries display best of awards or media mentions, like featured in Foodie magazine, on their menus or walls. This third-party validation makes diners feel confident they're in for a great meal. You can create your own social proof. A dog walking service could share a monthly newsletter highlighting Pup of the Month stories, with photos and owner quotes about how happy their pets are. A craft brewery could list the number of pints poured at a recent event, like 1,000 beers enjoyed at our Summerfest, to show popularity. The psychology behind social proof is rooted in our tendency to rely on others' behavior to guide our own, especially in uncertain situations. A 2018 study in the Journal of Business Research found that displaying social proof, like user reviews, significantly increases purchase likelihood by reducing perceived risk. To implement this, collect and showcase customer feedback, ask for reviews, encourage social media tags, or highlight milestones like 1,000 customers served. A tutoring service could create a wall of wins on its website, featuring student success stories like improved grades. A florist could display a counter of bouquets delivered this year at checkout. By leveraging social proof, you build credibility that turns curious prospects into loyal customers, as they see others already trust your brand. Principle 16. Simplify choices to boost conversions. Too many options can overwhelm customers, leading to indecision and lost sales. By simplifying the choices you offer, you make it easier for people to say yes to your product or service, increasing conversions. For example, a meal kit service could offer just 3 weekly plans, vegetarian, family-friendly, or gourmet, instead of a dozen customizable options. This streamlined menu helps customers pick quickly, feeling confident rather than paralyzed by choice. The goal is to reduce friction in the decision-making process, guiding customers to a purchase with clarity and ease. In the tech industry, simplifying choices is a proven strategy. When Apple launched the iPod, it didn't offer countless models with varying features. Instead, it provided a few clear options based on storage size, making it easy for buyers to choose. This simplicity helped Apple dominate the market. You can apply this to your business. A salon could streamline its services into 3 packages: Basic, Deluxe, and Premium, each with a clear price and benefits, rather than a long list of individual treatments. A software company could offer 2 subscription tiers, Starter and Pro, instead of a complex matrix of features, making sign-ups faster. These clear choices reduce the mental effort needed to buy, boosting sales. In the food industry, simplification works wonders. Fast casual chains like Chipotle thrive by offering a limited menu: burritos, bowls, or tacos with a few customizable ingredients. Customers feel in control without being overwhelmed by endless combinations. You can replicate this. A wedding planner could offer 3 event packages: intimate, classic, or extravagant, each with pre-selected vendors, simplifying the planning process. A bookstore could curate a top 5 reads display each month, guiding browsers to bestsellers instead of a sprawling inventory. The psychology here is tied to choice overload. Too many options increase anxiety and regret, causing customers to walk away. A 2000 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that limiting choices to a few high-quality options increases purchase rates by making decisions feel less daunting. To implement this, review your offerings and cut unnecessary complexity. A catering company could reduce its menu to 3 crowd-pleasing themes, like barbecue, Italian, or vegan, instead of dozens of dishes. A fitness studio could offer 2 class formats, strength or cardio, making scheduling straightforward. Test the impact by tracking sales or customer feedback after simplifying. By streamlining choices, you remove barriers to purchase, making it effortless for customers to commit to your brand, driving conversions and satisfaction. Principle 17. Anchor prices to shape perceptions. The price of your product doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's judged against other prices customers see, and you can use this to make your offering feel like a bargain. By strategically anchoring your prices against higher or lower alternatives, you shape how customers perceive value. For example, a winery could offer 3 bottles: a $10 everyday wine, a $30 premium option, and a $100 reserve. Most customers will choose the $30 bottle, which feels like a great deal compared to the reserve, but more special than the basic option. This anchoring effect makes your target price seem reasonable, encouraging purchases without changing the product itself. The goal is to guide customers toward your desired option by presenting it alongside carefully chosen comparisons. In the restaurant industry, anchoring is a subtle but powerful tool. Many menus list an expensive dish, like a $60 steak, alongside more affordable options, like a $20 pasta. The high-priced item makes the pasta seem like a steal, even if it's still pricier than a home-cooked meal. You can apply this to your business. A photography studio could offer 3 packages: a basic session for $100, a deluxe for $300, and a luxury for $1,000. Most clients will pick the deluxe, which feels balanced, not realizing the luxury option was there to make it look affordable. A subscription box service could present a standard plan at $20 a month, a Pro at $50, and an Elite at $100, nudging subscribers toward the Pro plan. These anchors shift perceptions, making your main offering feel like the smart choice. In the tech industry, anchoring is common. Software companies like Adobe offer tiered plans: individual, business, and enterprise, with the enterprise plan priced significantly higher. This makes the business plan, often the target, seem reasonable by comparison. You can replicate this. A personal trainer could offer a single session for $50, a 10-session package for $400, and a premium coaching program for $2,000, steering clients toward the package. A gift shop could display a high-end item like a $200 vase next to a $50 candle, making the candle feel like a practical buy. The psychology behind anchoring lies in how our brains rely on comparisons to judge value. Without context, prices feel arbitrary. A 2015 study in the Journal of Marketing found that presenting a high-priced anchor increases willingness to pay for mid-tier options by making them appear more affordable. To implement this, design your pricing structure with anchors in mind. A car detailing service could offer a basic wash for $30, a full detail for $100, and a showroom shine for $300, pushing customers toward the full detail. A tutoring center could list a group class, private lessons, and an intensive boot camp, with the private lessons as the sweet spot. Test different anchors and track which drives sales. By anchoring prices strategically, you make your products feel like a steal, boosting conversions and customer satisfaction. Principle 18. Craft stories to make products memorable. A good product solves a problem, but a great product tells a story that customers can't forget. By weaving a narrative around your offering, you give it meaning that resonates emotionally, making it stand out in a crowded market. For example, a soap maker could share that each bar is inspired by a different national park, with scents mimicking forests or rivers, and a portion of proceeds supporting conservation. This story transforms a simple soap into a piece of nature, encouraging customers to buy and share the tale. The goal is to create a narrative that makes your product feel alive, turning purchases into experiences customers want to relive and recommend. In the food industry, storytelling creates devoted fans. Small batch chocolate brands often describe the journey of their cocoa beans, from a specific farm in Ecuador to the careful roasting process, making each bite feel like a cultural adventure. This narrative elevates the chocolate beyond taste, justifying a higher price. You can do this too. A furniture maker could share that each table is crafted from reclaimed wood, with a note about the barn or ship it came from, giving the piece a history. A dance studio could market classes as inspired by the rhythms of global festivals, connecting students to a world of celebration. These stories make your offering memorable, encouraging customers to talk about it with others. In the fashion industry, storytelling is a superpower. Brands like Everlane don't just sell clothes, they share details about the factories where items are made, emphasizing fair wages and sustainable materials. This transparency turns a t-shirt into a statement of values, attracting ethically minded buyers. You can apply this. A bakery could include a card with each loaf, explaining how the recipe was born from the owner's travels abroad. A home decor shop could label products with stories, like a lamp designed to mimic a Parisian streetlight, evoking romance. The psychology here is tied to how stories engage our emotions and memory. Narratives are easier to recall than facts, making your brand stick. To implement this, identify a unique aspect of your business, its origin, process, or mission, and turn it into a story. A dog trainer could share tales of rescued dogs they've helped, adding heart to their services. A tech startup could describe the late-night coding sessions that birthed their app, humanizing the product. Share these stories on packaging, social media, or your website, and encourage customers to share theirs. By crafting stories, you make your products unforgettable, creating a bond that drives loyalty and word-of-mouth growth. Principle 19. Foster reciprocity to build relationships. People feel compelled to give back when they receive something first, a phenomenon known as reciprocity. By offering customers a small, unexpected gift or gesture, you create a sense of obligation that encourages them to engage more deeply with your business, whether through purchases, loyalty, or referrals. For example, a local bookstore could give every visitor a free bookmark with a handwritten quote from a classic novel, making them feel appreciated and more likely to buy a book or return. This principle is about initiating a cycle of goodwill that strengthens customer relationships without feeling transactional. The goal is to give generously in a way that feels authentic, sparking a natural desire to reciprocate. In the hospitality industry, reciprocity is a time-tested strategy. Many restaurants offer a complimentary amuse-bouche, a small bite before the meal, which delights diners and often leads to larger tips or repeat visits. This small gesture signals care, making customers want to give back. You can apply this to your business, no matter the scale. A graphic design agency could offer a free logo critique to potential clients, providing valuable feedback that builds trust and increases the chance of hiring. A plant nursery could give away a packet of seeds with every purchase, encouraging customers to start a garden and return for more supplies. These acts of generosity don't need to be costly, but can create a powerful emotional bond. In the online world, reciprocity drives engagement. Content creators like bloggers or YouTubers often provide free resources, such as downloadable guides or templates to their audience. This generosity prompts viewers to subscribe, share, or even purchase premium offerings. You can do this too. A cooking school could offer a free recipe ebook to newsletter subscribers, inspiring them to sign up for classes. A car repair shop could provide a complimentary tire pressure check during oil changes, making customers feel cared for and more likely to book future services. The psychology behind reciprocity is rooted in social norms. Humans are wired to return favors to maintain balance in relationships. A 2006 study in the Journal of Applied Social Psychology found that small, unsolicited gifts significantly increase compliance, such as agreeing to make a purchase. To implement this, identify a low-cost, meaningful gesture your business can offer. A dog daycare could send owners a free photo of their pet playing, fostering goodwill. A jewelry store could include a polishing cloth with every order, encouraging repeat purchases. Track the impact through customer retention or referrals to refine your approach. By fostering reciprocity, you build relationships that turn one-time buyers into loyal advocates, creating a cycle of mutual benefit. Principle 20, use visual cues to influence behavior. The way your business looks, its colors, shapes, and design can subtly guide customer behavior, often without them realizing it. Visual cues shape perceptions and decisions, from encouraging purchases to creating a sense of trust. For example, a spa could use soft lavender walls and dim lighting to evoke relaxation, making clients feel calm the moment they walk in. This principle is about intentionally designing your visual environment, whether physical or digital, to align with the emotions and actions you want to inspire. The goal is to use aesthetics strategically to make your business more inviting, persuasive, and memorable. In the retail industry, visual cues are critical. Supermarkets often place fresh produce at the entrance with vibrant greens and reds to signal freshness and entice shoppers to fill their carts. Similarly, luxury brands like Louis Vuitton use sleek, minimalist displays with gold accents to convey exclusivity, justifying high prices. You can apply this to your business. A coffee shop could use warm wooden tones and cozy lighting to create a welcoming vibe, encouraging customers to linger and order more. An online retailer could design its website with bold red Add to Cart buttons, as red is known to create urgency, boosting clicks. These visual choices influence how customers feel and act, often subconsciously. In the digital space, visual cues are just as powerful. Apps like Duolingo use bright, playful colors and friendly mascots to make language learning feel fun, keeping users engaged. A fitness app might use green progress bars to signal growth, motivating users to stick with their goals. You can replicate this. A tutoring service could use a clean, blue-themed website. Blue evokes trust to reassure parents about quality. A bakery could display cakes in glass cases with soft pink lighting, making desserts feel indulgent. The psychology behind visual cues lies in how our brains process sensory information. Colors, shapes, and layouts trigger emotional responses that guide decisions. A 2014 study in the Journal of Consumer Research found that warm colors like red increase impulse purchases, while cool colors like blue enhance trust. To implement this, audit your business's visual elements, storefront, website, or packaging, and align them with your goals. A pet store could use cheerful yellow signage to evoke joy, encouraging browsing. A consulting firm could use sharp black and white branding to signal professionalism. Experiment with one change, like a new color scheme, and track metrics like time spent in-store or online conversions. By using visual cues, you create an environment that nudges customers toward the behaviors you want. enhancing their experience and your bottom line. You've just explored 20 powerful psychological strategies that can transform your business from ordinary to extraordinary. From shaping how customers perceive your brand to using visual cues that nudge their behavior, these principles are rooted in the science of human decision-making. They're not about manipulating people, they're about understanding what makes customers tick and creating experiences that feel meaningful, memorable, and irresistible. Whether you're running a cozy cafe, a tech startup, or a freelance gig, these ideas give you a playbook to stand out in a crowded market, build unshakable loyalty, and drive growth that lasts. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered and how you can put these insights to work. Each principle we've discussed taps into a different facet of human psychology. You've learned how to make your product feel more valuable by crafting compelling stories, like a jeweler sharing the origin of a gemstone, or by anchoring prices to make your offering seem like a steal. You've seen how small tweaks, like a handwritten thank you note, can create big wins, and how rituals, like a special welcome drink, turn customers into lifelong fans. We've explored ways to reduce uncertainty with clear communication, like a delivery tracker, and to spark urgency with scarcity, like a limited edition product. You've discovered the power of emotions to drive purchases, the importance of designing for specific audiences, and the magic of surprising customers with unexpected delights. These strategies work because they align with how people think, feel, and act, giving you an edge over competitors who rely solely on price or features. What makes these principles so exciting is their versatility. They apply to any industry, from retail to services, and any business size, from solo entrepreneurs to established companies. A dog trainer can use social proof by sharing client success stories, while a software developer can simplify choices with clear pricing tiers. A bakery can foster reciprocity with a free sample, and a gym can break conventions with a quirky class format. The beauty of psychology is that it's universal. Humans everywhere respond to stories, emotions, and trust. By weaving these principles into your business, you create a brand that doesn't just sell. It connects, inspires, and grows through the power of human relationships. But knowing these strategies is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you take action. Start small. Pick one or two principles that resonate most with your business. Maybe you'll add a scarcity element, like a weekend-only special, or redesign your website with colors that evoke trust. Test these changes and track the results, whether it's more sales, better reviews, or happier customers. Over time, layer in more principles, like creating a ritual around your service or asking unconventional questions to uncover new opportunities. The key is to experiment fearlessly. Not every idea will be a home run, but each try brings you closer to a business that customers can't stop talking about. Think about the brands you love. Whether it's a local shop that always feels welcoming or a global company with a knack for surprises, they're likely using these psychological tactics. Companies like Apple, with their sleek stores, or Patagonia, with their mission-driven stories, didn't become icons by accident. They mastered the art of human behavior. You can do the same. Imagine a customer walking away from your business, not just satisfied but thrilled, sharing their experience with friends or posting about it online. That's the power of these principles. They turn transactions into relationships and relationships into growth. As you move forward, keep learning about your customers, talk to them, read their feedback, and observe what makes them light up. The more you understand their needs, fears, and dreams, the better you can apply these strategies. Resources like behavioral science blogs, marketing podcasts, or even customer surveys can deepen your insights. A 2019 study in the Harvard Business Review found that companies prioritizing customer psychology through things like emotional engagement and trust building see higher retention and revenue growth. This isn't just theory, it's a proven path to success. Your business is more than a product or service. It's an opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. By mastering these psychological secrets, you're not just building a company, you're creating moments of joy, trust, and connection. So, what's your next step? Maybe it's brainstorming a new story for your brand or simplifying your menu to boost sales. Whatever it is, start today. Your customers are waiting to be wowed, and your business is ready to soar. Thank you for spending your time with us. It's the most valuable currency, and I'm grateful you chose to invest it here. If you found this video helpful, check out our other content for more ways to grow your business, and let us know in the comments which principle you're trying first. Here's to building a business that doesn't just thrive, it changes the game. If you enjoyed these insights and want more tips to grow your business, hit the subscribe button and join our community. Share your favorite principle in the comments. We'd love to hear how you're putting these ideas to work. Stay tuned for more ways to make your business unstoppable. Thank you for watching, and let's keep building something amazing together.